to share some of the ways in which we maintain ourselves and keep this child, in good, strong, vital health. And one of the keys to that is something very simple, and that's herbs. A voice calling from within our core.
What are we here for? We realize that our power lies
in how we live our lives,
and how we choose to show up.
So we choose to show up as rooted crowns, and this is our living prayer. Birth from the earth,
on a path to reclaim our name,
nature, ancestral medicine to heal our home. We sow this prayer in our bodies between many hands and upon our land.
in direct response to self-hate, forced scarcity, and climate change.
But it's simple for real. We plant food forests and concrete jungles,
Inspiring youth to lead us out this struggle.
nourishing our bodies as living proof.
Sharing all we do to amplify this truth.
Yeah, we documenting it all.
Bringing it to you so you can feel this call in person, online.
Yeah, we standing tall, rooted crowns. Let's rock with it, y'all.
Greetings, everyone.
Peace, family.
So,
It's our first week of parenthood,
yes.
and as you can see, we probably look really tired because it's tiring, y'all. And
But it's also beautiful.
we short on sleep, but it's
Yeah.
like it's the best tired feeling I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's a really profound time for us. I know for myself, I feel like everything in my life was leading up to this, and he's such a blessing to us every moment. We're just soaking it up. And he's so precious. His spirit is very gentle, and he's healthy. He's really healthy. Mama is healthy, and we want to share some of the ways in which we maintain ourselves and keep this child, in good, strong, vital health. And one of the keys to that is something very simple, and that's herbs. Going to Mother Nature, going to, the plant life to help cleanse the body, to help fight against infection, to help, strengthen and support the body's vital functions. And we're gonna share some ways to use herbs that for drinking for ourselves, for being fed, just to keep us on point, healthy, nourished.
And then eventually we'll share with the baby as well. He'll be able to drink these nourishing herbal infusions. And then we also have herbs that Lev got from the Ancaster Herbal, school?
Well, the Ancaster Natural Healing is it's a healing center that is based out of West Africa, Burkina Faso and Togo, and is connected to the Earth Center organization that was founded by Master Naba Musa Moradenibi. I myself am an initiate and student of this healing tradition, and a big part of the expertise that they have in this tradition of medicine, of healing, is herbs around birth and pregnancy and postpartum that any of y'all can look into for yourselves and for your own children. Is a baby birth package that supplies you with herbs for the child to be bathed in, to strengthen the child at this age, strengthen the child's immunity, strengthen the child's vital functions in the body.
And then we also got some herbs for a bath for me, which has been very helpful in just, healing my body. Initially, we got some herbs from the woman who helped us birth our son. And then we made our own herbal bath blend, or Lev made it for me. And it kind of, and it was kind of inspired by what she had, but we also added some things that we knew would be super nourishing, and it's something that's helping me heal, helping me to relax, helping me to reset every day. If I don't take a full bath, I'm also doing sitz baths. So we just want to share these various herbal concoctions with you so that you can support your own processes. So these are the 5 nourishing herbal infusions that Susan Lee, the woman who's considered the voice of the wise woman tradition, talks about. and she talks about other herbs you can use for the nourishing herbal infusions, but these are the 5 basic ones. So we're going to introduce them, and they're actually really simple to make, but first we'll talk about each one. So we have here nettle, and what's great about nettle is that it rebuilds your adrenals. All of the infusions are supposed to have all the basic micro and macronutrients that you need and all the vitamins that you need excepting B12. Now, I'm not 100% sure about that because vitamin A, from what I understand, can't actually be taken through vegetables. It can only be transferred through carotene, and it's a really difficult process. So I'm not going to stand behind that statement fully, but I will say that I know that it has a lot of vitamins, a lot of macronutrients and micronutrients. Some of them have even protein. Definitely is not a food replacer, but it is a supplementer to food. So the nettle is great for basically energy, really deep energy. It's not caffeine, it's rebuilding the adrenals. And for this herb, and for most of the herbs here, you just do an ounce of the herb into a quart jar. You measure it with a measuring scale, and then you just add boiling hot water to the jar. Make sure you wet the jar with warm water first before you put the hot water in, otherwise it'll probably crack if it's cold in the kitchen. And yeah, you can use one of these things. They're really helpful. It's a funnel for a mason jar, so it widens the mouth more. It's easier to pour in, makes less mess, even though still there's a mess here a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much how you make it. You let it sit for 4 hours at the least, and you can also let it sit overnight. So that's nettle. The second herb that we have here is red clover blossom. Red clover blossom is known for its support with the anti-cancerous. It also helps to support milk for breast milk. And of course there's a lot of other things that it does as well, but these are just the 2 things that I think about when I drink red clover blossom. And the third herb is, I'll do this one, oat straw. Oat straw is really great for helping you to relax and also helping you to feel really juicy inside. So if you're trying to, just get a little bit more basically sexy within yourself, oat straw is the one to do that. And then we have comfrey. Comfrey and the last herb that I'll do are a little different in how you process them. So comfrey is also called knit bone, and it's really, really good for rebuilding bones and just healing all types of issues within and without. Lev once used it when he got a sprained ankle, and it really he used it inside of himself, and he also used it as what are they called? Compresses. He used it as a compress on the outside. I think he used the roots as the compress on the outside. But for the drink, we're using the leaves, the dried leaves. All of these infusions are dried and well crafted. And then, so yeah, comfrey is great for that. And with comfrey, you do the same thing. It's an ounce of herb, quart jar, 48 hours. But after you brew it one time, you don't actually compost or throw the leaves away. After you strain it, you put the leaves in a pot, and then you fill that up with 2 cups or so of cold water, filtered cold water, and then you bring that to a boil, and then you let that sit for 4 hours to overnight. And what that does is it pulls out the mucilaginous properties, and it makes it even more beneficial in a way that it wasn't originally before. And of course, you drink the first brew, but the second brew has something different. It's kind of like breast milk, I learned. Like in the beginning of breast milk, you have the foremilk, which it has specific kinds of nutrients, but it's actually the hind milk, the milk that comes at the very end of the breast milk process, that has a completely different nutrient process or nutrient makeup that he needs, or the baby needs as well. Excuse me, the water's boiling. It has a different nutrient makeup that the baby needs as well, so it's really important to let your baby drink on one breast the full session until either the milk runs out or until the baby is finished, because he needs to get all those nutrients. And the final herb we'll talk about here is linden. So linden is really good for anti-inflammation. It's really good for when you are feeling like you're getting a cold, or just feeling like you just need to reboot your system. And the thing about linden is you actually do it differently, because you only do a half of an ounce. So you don't need as much. And it actually looks like it's a lot in there anyway when you put it in. And you do the same thing. You fill it up with boiling hot water, let it sit 4 hours or overnight, and strain it. And then you do the same thing you do with comfrey. You put it in the pot, you put cold water in it, you reboil it. You can actually do that a couple of times and it'll still stay pretty strong. Alright, so those are our infusions. If you want more information about it, we'll put a link down to Susan Weed's website on it. It's called nourishingherbalinfusions.com. And then we also, because we've been drinking these for so long, I've been drinking these for several years now. I've been paying attention to the nuances of them and exploring different fusions of the infusions. So if you want to get our recipe for the fusions, things that just balance the flavors even more and make it even more, sometimes makes it more nutrient rich, sometimes it just makes it more delicious, then of course we have those recipes available to you all if you just for $1 a month. Just check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/rootedcrowns. There you'll get recipes and early videos and creative expressions and all types of stuff. Alright, so that is the drinks that we drink to help nourish our body, to help nourish my breast milk for this baby, and to just keep us in balance. So the next thing that we talk about while we finish these infusions is is the herbal bath blend.
So this has already been used one time,
But you can use it again most of the times.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see inside there, but there's a lot of different herbs. There's some arnica, some comfrey. We threw some comfrey in there. We got calendula in there. Arnica, I said already, lavender. I threw some rose petals in there for the experience. And what else? What else did I put in there? I think spearmint as well. One that we don't have with us right now that we ran out of is yarrow. It's another great herb to put in the herbal baths. And why don't you share about your experience taking these baths?
Yeah, so it's it's amazing because not only does it smell really good, and I'm a stickler on smells, and I'm not really that big on essential oils because I heard that they're not that beneficial for your gut flora. And they are really strong, so I definitely keep my use of them to a minimum. So some people just sprinkle essential oils in their baths. I prefer dry herbs, and at the same time I'm still getting all these different beneficial properties from them, from relaxing my body, from relaxing my mind, relaxing my heart. And then something that I really like to do is I'll take the bag and I'll bring it to my nose and I'll breathe it in. But then I'll very intentionally step into a place that's tense or that needs healing, and I'll breathe from that place. And sometimes when I'm breathing from a place of tension, it's really hard to inhale. And I find that having a really nourishing smell that I really want to inhale, engaged within that consciousness, helps me to begin to open up and bring blood and energy to that place. Sometimes it's really subtle, but as soon as you can smell the smell from that place, it's like to me, it feels like I'm opening it up. So I felt a lot of healing from that as well. So yeah, that was my experience. And we also added a ridiculous amount of Epsom salt. Ridiculous amount.
You gotta get it in.
So much. I don't think it was weight, but it felt really good, but it was a lot. And and it just helped me relax a lot.
She's not complaining.
It helped me to relax a lot. And taking those baths the last several days have been really good, really healing. I'm feeling so much better. Everyone's saying I'm looking really good, and I'm healing quickly. So those are the herbs that we put on our body. We also gave our child in them a little bit, and he seemed to love them. He's so peaceful with his baths, just like, oh yes, warm gushiness, bring it on. And so now the next thing we'll introduce is the herbs for his actual bath that we haven't given him yet, but I think we'll get some footage of that as well, right?
Don't say that. We'll go right into it.
Okay, so we'll get some herbs for his bath. All right.
So not brewing it all at once. We got a lot of it. Elephant skin. Look how thick that is. You can feel the hair of the elephant.
Okay, let me see.
In half.
You can smell it.
It's like it's the bush.
Mm.
So, there you have it. There are 3 ways that we're using herbs to support our health and vitality for myself, for my beloved Ife, and for my son, my sunshine here. Name soon come. This is his 11th day in life on this earth, and we're looking forward to burying his placenta soon, you know, replugging his chip into the earth. As my man Samat, as you know, he told me today, just that act of burying the placenta is really a powerful act. So more to come on that. His name will be coming soon, and yeah, stay tuned, y'all. And some of this guy right here, you know, some of his first, you know, first experiences in life. So it's special, y'all. It's sacred. Come join us. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, leave us a comment if you want to engage with us. And you know, for our services, check out orivitaliarts.com, massage therapy services, personal transformational work, overall health guidance, and garden design, and more. Check us out. Definitely more to come from the Chef Suma Arts. That's Rooted Crowns, y'all. Peace.